standing here alongside the 14 freeway in Santa Cruz Valley, in between the Sand Canyon and Soledad Canyon Road Shadow Pines exit. This is the point of origin of the Sand Canyon fire. It started on July 22nd and burned over 41,000 acres. I'm gonna walk along the fire line as I talk about it. This fire had destroyed 19 homes, took the life of one Sand Canyon resident, as well as all the wildlife and animals that were left to burn. There were horses that could not be evacuated and were left to burn alive in the corrals. Now this fire that burned out of control, what they say, it had started with a truck and a trailer right here, and only the first few hours of the fire did they report that and show that. After that, they had said that the fire was under investigation, and then that's all that we've heard over the last couple of weeks. Now this fire has estimated to cost $35 million, and the governor had reported California is in a state of emergency to pay these firefighters. Now as I'm walking along, I'm going to show you that's what's here. The fire had burned. Now that day, it was as breezy as it is now. It was not windy. It was hot. It was 103 degrees. And right on the other side, right here, this fire, there's a lot right here with some trucks in it. And as you can see, the fire was perfectly contained alongside this fence here. And on the other side of this is nothing but a sand wash. There's, trees and brush. But the fire was completely under control. It did not go into this lot. As you can see on the other side, it was untouched. There's a road right here that does have a gate, but the firefighters do have access to it. There's also another access area that can come right from Lost Canyon, straight across here, and right into the wash. There's also, this road comes out at the Shadow Pines exit, and you could drive right up this road. There's no gate. So there's at least 3 points of access directly to this fire. Now we have in Santa Cruz Valley 9 fire stations, 9 of them. The closest one, Sand Canyon here, is 0.8 miles. The second one is 0.9 miles. I think the furthest one away that we have is approximately 8 miles. But within an 8-mile surrounding of Santa Cruz Valley are 9 fire stations. Yet this fire continued to burn out of control. And as I'm walking along here, you can see the fire line that was perfectly controlled did not go into this lot right here. It was contained and controlled all alongside the freeway. And it burns for a while in a straight line here. There was, on the other side of this fence here, there was a house, but it's been gone for a while now. So there's nothing there but trees. And there's debris, not much. But right across from this fire it's a sand wash. There's nothing there. And again, I'm just trying to show how this fire, how does it get out of control? So they had access from not only, from the freeway, which they had closed down, they had a road coming from 2 different directions directly to this fire. And if it wasn't windy that day, how does it continue to burn out of their control? So it hadn't even jumped the wash yet. It just goes right here alongside the freeway in a straight line. For a while, it doesn't even widen out. As you can see, it's still green past there. for a while. And I've walked quite a ways. And it wasn't like this was, rough terrain that they couldn't get to. Or a forest, thick with forest, and it was nothing but brush. And a few trees here and there, but other than that, it's a sand wash. You can see the fire doesn't burn these telephone poles at all. So it wasn't under their control, but yet they couldn't get it out and let it go over 41,000 acres. And this land will never recover. We didn't even know what kind of animals, how many animals had died and were burned alive. So here it is, I'm coming out the other side of this. And as you can see here, how it just burned right alongside the freeway. Just kept going and going. And it didn't catch us until way out there at the exit. Soledad, Shadow Pines exit is where it had finally crossed over and gone into the hills. But just right here, on the other side of this road that they could drive right down, it hadn't even crossed the wash yet. It's just burning in a line straight down, for a ways. So I don't know why. Say the cause of the fire is still under investigation, but I don't know. You be the judge. You tell me, was it negligence? Did they let this fire burn out of control? And why don't we have answers yet?